Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Dark Reality. Dogs are often called man's best friend, known for their loyalty and love. But chimpanzees are actually much closer to humans in terms of biology and behavior. Because of this similarity, some people begin to treat them like humans. What they forget, however, is that chimpanzees are still wild animals with powerful instincts. This misunderstanding led to one of the most horrifying animal attacks in modern history. The story of Travis, the chimpanzee. Travis was born in captivity in 1995. Just a few days after his birth, he was taken away from his mother and sold to a woman named Sandra. She and her husband Jerry were wealthy and lived in Stamford, Connecticut. Sandra felt something missing in her life, and when she held Travis for the first time, she decided to raise him as her own child. From the beginning, Travis was not treated like an animal. He was bottle-fed, put to sleep in a crib, and dressed in clothes every day. As he grew older, he learned to brush his teeth, use the toilet, and even sit at the table during meals. He had his own room, his own routines, and was fully integrated into the family. Over time, Travis became well known in the community. He would go out in public with Sandra and Jerry, ride in their car, and even interact with people. He ate expensive foods, like steak and ice cream, and lived a life of comfort. To many, he seemed friendly and harmless. But underneath that calm behavior, he was still a chimpanzee with natural instincts. As Travis got older, his strength increased dramatically. Adult chimpanzees can be several times stronger than humans. Sandra and Jerry did make some changes to their home, like installing secure doors and enclosures. But they still believed Travis would never hurt anyone. Then tragedy struck the family. Sandra's daughter died in a car accident, and later, Jerry was diagnosed with cancer and passed away. Sandra was left alone and deeply depressed. Travis also seemed to change during this time. He became more withdrawn and emotionally unstable. There were warning signs. In one incident, Travis escaped from a car and caused chaos in the street, jumping on vehicles and chasing people. Police eventually calmed the situation, but no serious action was taken. Experts warned that chimpanzees become more aggressive as they reach adulthood. But Sandra believed Travis was different. On the 16th of February, everything went terribly wrong. That day, Travis was acting strangely. He seemed restless and agitated. Sandra tried to calm him by giving him tea mixed with medication meant for anxiety. Instead of helping, it may have made him more confused. Worried about his behavior, Sandra called her friend Charla for help. Charla had known Travis for years and was comfortable around him. When she arrived, she stepped out of her car and tried to get his attention in a playful way. Suddenly, Travis reacted violently. He charged at Charla with incredible force, knocking her to the ground. What followed was a brutal and uncontrollable attack. Sandra screamed and tried to stop him using a shovel, then even a knife. But nothing worked. Travis continued the attack without stopping. In complete panic, Sandra called emergency services, begging for help. When police arrived, the situation was horrifying. Charla was severely injured and barely alive. Travis was still on the property. When he approached the police car and tried to get inside, officers had no choice but to open fire. Travis was shot multiple times and ran back into the house, where he later died. Charla's injuries were devastating. She lost most of her face, including her eyes, nose, and jaw. One of her hands was completely torn off, and the other was badly damaged. Despite the severity of her injuries, she survived. Her recovery was long and difficult, involving many surgeries, including a face transplant. Even after everything she went through, she showed incredible strength and focus on rebuilding her life. Sandra, however, was left completely broken. She had lost her husband, her daughter, and now Travis. The animal she loved, like a son, had caused unimaginable harm. She struggled with deep grief and isolation after the incident. Just over a year later, Sandra passed away suddenly. This story is not just about a tragic attack. It is about the danger of forgetting that wild animals cannot be fully controlled or domesticated, no matter how they are raised. Travis was not a monster. He was an animal placed in a human environment that he was never meant to live in. In the end, his natural instincts took over, with devastating consequences. This heartbreaking case serves as a reminder that no matter how close animals may seem to us, they are not human. Respecting that difference can prevent tragedies like this from happening again. Thank you for watching Dark Reality. Stay safe and see you in the next story.